I know, right? I am as angry as Holt is in this unseen footage of him losing his temper, because some of the coolest Brooklyn Nine-Nine scenes didn't make the cut. So let's fix this injustice and take a look at the last 3 seasons. Season 4. Season 4 starts out in Florida, Jake's most hated state, where he's forced to live under witness protection with Captain Holt, aka Greg. And while Larry was trying to make Greg's life miserable, taking away his assistant manager promotion, it turns out the writers had planned some other elaborate torture.
Ooh, got a little bit of a whoopsie here, Greg. The fun zone way to spell prizes is with a Z at the end.
Okay, 2 Z's and prizes. Well, that's fine. I don't mind misspelling simple words.
Holt already left a dangling proposition hanging up in the air once to help Santiago quit smoking. I can literally hear Holt scream, "Peralta, that's enough!"
And I'm gonna need you to flip that E around backwards, and then just give me a random assortment of upper and lowercase letters.
What next? An actual slap in the face?
Fortunately, Jake, aka Larry, got his own serving of humiliation from Greg's friends in return.
Hey, Greg, why don't you come to my first Christmas? Bring your friend Larry.
I don't know if I'd call him a friend anymore. I haven't seen him in quite a while.
Neither have we. Probably because Estelle made a pass at him. I have no regrets.
Amy is not the jealous type, of course, but we'd love to see Jake explaining the situation to Santiago. But it is not only Santiago who needs an explanation. Holt is great at human interactions and pop culture as always. I mean, we'll never forget Holt talking about Sex in the City, but for goodness sakes, how hasn't he seen The Silence of the Lambs?
And perfect. You like Hannibal Lecter,
Who's that?
a popular film character.
Great. Hannibal Lecter coming through.
Hannibal is not the disco strangler, of course, but this is one of the most iconic detective movies of all time. No wonder they had to cut it out. Such ignorance would be devastating for Cap's image. Episode 9, the overmining, in contrast, lost some super valuable footage. Remember the episode where Jake and Holt help Captain CJ and he gets a promotion and the whole squad is finally back on the day shift? That same episode had a B-plot line about Rosa and Boyle taking foot massage sessions. When they had to bust their favorite salon because it turned out to be a money laundering business, the two figured out a new way to get what they wanted.
What the hell am I looking at?
Get out! They're all dreaming! Get out!
Yep, Rosa's right. We can now only dream about this scene making the cut. On the other end of the scale, we have a more understandable cut that was taken out perhaps because it was so unsurprising. As per Brooklyn Nine-Nine's tradition, the Pontiac Bandit made his usual return in the new season.
Ladies and gentlemen, I finally did it. I caught the Pontiac Bandit. Just kidding, he's here of his own free will.
What's up, Nine-Nine? Oh, I know that leather jacket anywhere. Rosa, Rosa, Rosa.
I'm engaged.
I'll wait. 41% of new marriages ends in divorce.
Although the next couple of seconds are awesome, they were only included in a trailer for the episode.
Yeah, what a sad song.
What is this scum-sucking criminal crap bag doing here?
Didn't you hear? I'm Jake's new partner and best friend.
And as always, Boyle went full Boyle in his jealousy. We are pretty sure that scene would have ruined the dynamic of the episode's premise.
Doug Judy is not my new partner. He's just here to help us track down his very scary and murderous brother.
I guess that's okay. I just don't want to walk into a diner and see you guys sharing one milkshake with 2 straws.
Charles, I can't see that being a problem.
Milkshake actually does sound good.
It does, right?
I know a place.
Let's do it.
What have I done?
Dead puns are not the only reason some jokes were cut out. Looks like the following Terry Jeffords fail just didn't get enough screen time. In episode 19, called Your Honor, where Holt's mother gets robbed, half of the squad is working on renovating the break room. Right when Hitchcock and Scully have a pep talk with guys about how each of them failed to have a normal lunch because of the new dinner deco, this epic flight went missing.
And Sarge, how did your soup smell? Because I know you didn't taste it.
Come on, James. It's soup time.
In the same episode, when Jake and Holt investigate Laverne's case, Captain tells Jake that he is not going to show him his childhood bedroom because of Jake's bad behavior.
My childhood bedroom is for good detectives who aren't embarrassing themselves.
So the last scene of Holt and his mom having a sweet bonding moment was originally followed by Holt finally changing his mind.
You've been a good detective and you haven't been embarrassing yourself.
Wait, are you saying?
That's right.
Your child
childhood bedroom.
Let me have your phone. You have 10 minutes.
It's perfect.
Even if that scene had made the cut, it wouldn't have helped us much because they didn't show what was inside the bedroom anyway. Season 5. In episode 9, Captain Holt had the same chance of getting to his interview on time for the position of NYPD commissioner as these scenes had of making the cut. And while Cap made it to the interview, this footage of Terry revealing a secret recipe for a fresh mimosa remained unseen.
What do you have there?
It's my mimosa. The rest stop didn't have any champagne, so it's Everclear with vitamin C powder in it. First class!
Boyle and Rosa also had quite an interaction on that The American Creeper RV. These two have a weird friendship, but it has its own charm, and it's devastating that they cut that out.
Okay, stop me when I guess his name. David, Andrew, Richie, Frank, Philip with one L, Philip with two L's, Philip with an F.
Oh, no! Not the RV! No! I control with all my senses!
Lewis.
But our ultimate winner of the missing scenes in Season 5 is a scene from Episode 12, Safe House.
It's Tuesday. Today's knock code is knock, knock, pause, knock, knock, pause, knock, 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 pause, knock, 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 pause, pause, knock. Now repeat that back to me.
Knock, knock, pause. Knock, pause.
And Kevin is dead. Thank you for letting his murderer in.
The only reason Kevin would be dead is because it's a killer joke. Such a pity they didn't include it. The directors didn't even show mercy to Scully and got rid of his scene, perhaps because they took mercy on the poor seniors they made fun of.
Scully, come on, I need this room for an interrogation. It's important.
Well, so is my napping. They say a half hour sleep in the middle of the day improves brain function.
It's 7 p.m. You've been in here since noon.
Oh my God! I'm missing Wheel.
Hands off Wheel of Fortune and Grandpa's! Season 6. This outtake is especially heartbreaking. Not only do we miss a cool Rosa, Amy, and Gina bonding moment, but this was also about Gina leaving the precinct. In episode 4, after Gina's enchanting goodbye performance, the girls went out for brunch.
This is great. Just 3 bad bitches on their way to lunch.
There we go, Ames. That's the attitude. Very cool.
How about we listen to some bad bitch music?
Yes and yes, you're killing it.
How about Survivor by Destiny's Child?
Get it.
Dope. Great.
It all goes nice and chilled, right? Aha! Gotcha! This turns out to be one of Amy's nerdiest moments.
I picked that song because it was playing in a car that drove past us the first time I met Gina. It took hours of research to identify the song.
It's a very popular song.
Oh, I'd never heard of it. Point is, it reminds me of all the good times we've had.
Looks like Amy just follows in Holt's footsteps when it comes to pop culture. You won't believe it, but it's not just small sketches that get left out. Whole opening scenes get cut too. We have no idea what episode this scene was supposed to start, but it doesn't make it any less hilarious.
What the hell's going on here? Why are you all standing around Scully and this dog like a bunch of grinning ghouls?
For work purposes?
At this point, we all know that I'll eventually acquiesce to your stupid game, so just catch me up.
Okay.
Holt is reading the audience's mind. Who is the real Cap here, Peralta?
Scully is rivals with his police dog and always saying how he can sniff circles around him.
No.
Well, I have stashed some bacon somewhere in this bullpen, and whoever finds it first will forever be known as the inhaler, not the asthma kind. I think it tracks.
Dog's got no chance. Hitchcock's been training me.
I've been feeding Scully bacon all morning. It's oozing out of his pores.
Yeah, kiss my ass, you son of a bitch.
Oh, damn, Scully.
He's not a puppy. I can say whatever I want to that lousy sack of shit.
All right, so Scully seems ready. On your marks. Get set. Sniff! Oh! The dog smelled the bacon sweat! The dog smelled the bacon sweat!
We have a couple of reasons why they might have cut that out. One, because of PETA. And by that, we mean protecting Scully the human, not the dog. Second, this is Kelly. Remember that episode where the squad was trying to guess whether Kelly is Scully's wife or his dog? Here you go. You're welcome. For those who haven't seen Season 7 yet, it's a joke. You'll find out the answer this season. Anyway, the very last cutscene that we found was from episode 11, where a mysterious book about improving love life arrives at the office. While Terry denies it, we eventually find out that it's Sergeant's book after all.
Oh, I'm sorry, too. Sorry you made such an embarrassing mistake. Frankly, it was surprising because most people know that while I'm a sergeant in the streets, I'm a...
Breaking the sheets?
Your words, not mine. Thanks for the apology.
Sure.
Poor Amy looks so awkward. Perhaps the directors decided that the scene was too awkward for an appropriate work environment.